This point is, by the way, here's your phone back. What we're trying to establish here is if there was any communication that you might have had with either one of them last week during that time that all this stuff was going on.
The only communication I had was just to call him to see if he was all right, what's going on, because I told him to keep in touch and he wouldn't keep in touch.
Okay.
She was getting
No, sure.
went the opposite way. So I was at work, and she's panicking, so I'd call him, and eventually either he'd answer me or my text or something.
Sure.
And I even asked him a couple times, I'm like, you guys are not getting in trouble, right?
Yeah.
Which I wasn't thinking that kind of trouble. I was thinking, like eloping or whatever.
Yeah, right.
I wasn't expecting anything like this.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was really. So, what day was that you talked to him? Do you remember? Was it on that cell phone or was it?
It was on my phone.
On that phone?
I talked to him every day he was there.
Okay. And you guys knew he was going to Springfield, right?
Right.
Okay. Did he say why he was going down there? Did he give you a purpose?
Just to get her and bring her up here.
Okay. So he's going down there.
He told me that she was kicked out and all that stuff. Well, with all this going on, I don't really think she was kicked out. I don't think she was in a homeless shelter or nothing.
Is that what she said?
That's what she said.
And she told
She told my wife.
that she was in a homeless shelter.
And when
She forgot what day that was. She told her that.
That was Saturday morning when she picked them up from the bus station.
Okay. Well, that was a lie.
Right.
To be honest with you.
That's
I'll find out.
That's what I
Yeah.
figured.
Yeah, that was a bull-faced lie. She wasn't kicked into a homeless shelter. So, her and her mom maybe. Yeah. Do you think he's on any kind of controlled substances or anything?
No, he isn't.
When he did it?
No.
Okay. Does he have a history of any kind of drug abuse?
He doesn't do any drugs or drink. He's a clean-cut kid.
Okay.
Up until this point.
Was he working up here whenever he was here?
He was collecting SSI. Because
Okay.
he couldn't work. He worked at Little Caesars for a little while. He was a shaker boarder while he was taking a break every hour on the hour. Well, he got a new manager, and she kind of was like, no, you're not doing that.
Sure.
You got to be outside and all that. Well, he couldn't handle it. He quit. He came home.
Gotcha.
Like 15 minutes after I dropped him off, I'm like, what are you doing here? I
Yeah.
quit my job. I'm like, why? Because she cut my brakes and all that. I'm like, well, dude, you're only there for 4 hours.
Oh, he's not there for 4 hours. Wow. And you get a break every...
You're only supposed to get one break.
Wow.
And he was taking
Yeah, for 4 hours.
Okay.
Huh.
He can't handle authority.
Yeah.
I mean, I even have a hard time cleaning up his room,
Yeah.
as you guys seen.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was
like
pretty messy.
some pig living in it.
Yeah, it was
Well,
pretty messy.
it was a good thing I got it before you guys got it. Because it was
Okay.
even worse. Because the
Yeah.
day he left, I went up there and it was like 6 bags of garbage and 4 bags of empty bottles.
Really?
Yeah.
What, does he just not pick up his stuff? Is that the deal? I mean,
He's just
lazy? Okay. What's he on disability for?
He's got ADD, autistic. He's got what's the other one? Asperger.
Okay, alright.
So he's got when he was born, what happened was her umbilical cord was wrapped around his neck twice.
Oh, okay.
So it took a lot
Some
of
oxygen and stuff away from it.
So he's got a mind of a 12-year-old. And I've never had a mind over a 12-year-old.
Alright. Is he kind of a loner?
Pretty much.
Okay. So he didn't have any close friends or anything? He ain't
Just his cousin,
Okay. Who's his cousin?
Ricky.
Ricky? Do you know what his last name is?
No, I do not.
Okay.
My wife would. I don't know
Okay.
if it's Godejohn too or not. Don't know.
How did he get down? How did he get from here to Springfield?
Bus.
Like the Greyhound? Okay. And then, did you guys give him any money or anything so he could put up a hotel? Did he have money from his...
She sent the money.
She is in Gypsy?
Yeah.
Is that okay? How much money did she send him? No idea.
No clue.
How do you know that she sent him money? Did he tell you that,
Yeah,
or
he
was it
told me.
something that you see?
No clue.
Do you know how much she sent him?
I have no clue.
Okay.
I know it was like, I'd say a few $100s.
Okay. And what makes you think that?
Because he had money for the taxi, and the taxi driver's like, well, first, Taxi was supposed to be $75, and then it changed to like $80 some. But we told the taxi driver to turn around. We'd pay him for, you know,
Right.
whatever, and then we'd give him a ride down there. And I just seen some of the money that he was counting out, and I know he had a couple hundred on him easily.
Okay.
But last time when I took him down there, she sent up, I think, $400 or $500, and that's out of her SSI supposedly.
Did she send him cash or check or money
Cash.
order? Cash? Did she send through the mail?
Yeah.
Surprised I got through. And safe to say you probably either got there late that night or
He got
the
there
next
late
day.
that night,
Late
yes.
that night, okay. Did he call you and let you know he was there or something?
Yes.
Okay, all right. From when he left to time he got back, and from what I'm understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, she picked him up at the bus stop at
2 something in the morning.
2 in the morning.
I do miss Nick too.
Do ya? All right. Well, you'll get to see him again, I'm sure. Okay.
From when?
That I don't know. I couldn't tell you, man. Is this a brother of his? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're half-brothers.
Okay.
Or, well, I don't know how you'd call it, because it's the same mother, so it'd probably be full-blood brothers.
Yeah.
Just different
No,
fathers.
they're just different fathers. From the ninth when he left to the time he came back, had you talked to him anywhere in between that?
Well, yeah, I checked
Just
up
that.
on him every day.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay.
just to make sure he's all right, like
Did
I
he-
said.
And he never indicated anything was wrong? He was upset?
No,
Can you talk about Gypsy or anything?
no, not really. I mean, I'd asked him what's going on. Have you got in contact with her? Because he said she didn't have a phone. The way he could get in contact with her was on the internet. And I told him straight out when he gets down there, try to get a hold of her right away and come back the next day on the bus. That's what I wanted.
Sure.
Well, it didn't work that way. All of a sudden he tells me when he's down there, oh, my bus ticket's good, not until Friday. Or Thursday. His was Thursday, yeah, because she didn't have a bus ticket, so it would have been Friday for her.
Okay.
So I was just like, oh, something's getting wrong here, you know. And then all of a sudden find out Thursday that he couldn't come back home because she didn't have a ticket, so they'd have to come home Friday. You know, I'm like, well, isn't she the one that booked you the ticket?
Right.
So wouldn't you think if she booked you the ticket, she'd have
So
booked
get
her
her own
own?
ticket, yeah. Okay. And she didn't apparently.
No.
Okay. Did you talk to Gypsy any time?
No, I talked to her when she actually
Came back here.
came back here.
Okay. Yeah, when they came back here, what was your impression? I mean, did you feel like there was anything wrong? Did you feel like everything was good?
Everything seemed normal.
Okay.
You know. The only thing that was kind of odd was when she came down and tried making macaroni and cheese right before I was getting ready to go to work, she was making it weird, and I was trying to show her the right way of making it. She was actually taking the milk, the cheese packet, and the butter and mixing it all together, cold.
Okay.
You know, not waiting until the noodles are done. She goes, well, this is how my mom does it. I'm like, I'll show you the right way to do it, you know, next
Yeah.
time. I'm like, next time, what you do is you take your noodles, you pour,
Yeah.
get the water off them, put them back in the pan, and put it out your tacos
Yeah.
out.
Huh. Okay.
Then Nick ended up, as we were talking, because she brought up her mom, and I just thought he got kind of offensive because I was talking to her, so he went up in his room. And then when I was getting ready to leave and supper was done, he came back down. But it just seemed like he was kind of upset with me or upset about something.
And he knew you were talking about her, Gypsy's mom.
Right.
Was that conversation between you and Gypsy and about her mom? Was it kind of a lengthy conversation?
No, just a short one, just about her
No.
cooking.
Just about her cooking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Their mom never let her cook or anything.
All right. Well, obviously, you don't want to know. That kind of made him wonder. Did you see anything on Gypsy or about her, or sorry, I'm very very little bit asleep, so I apologize for my mind's
I
going
don't feel
crazy.
bad, I feel the same.
Yeah. Or Nicholas that would stand out that you can remember. Okay. Nothing different about him.
The only thing that freaked me out is she was wearing a wig.
Okay.
You know?
And Was that when whenever she picked her up and came to the house, she was wearing a wig?
Yeah, she was wearing a wig, and then,
You know what color that was?
it was
Black.
like a black reddish. It had a tint to it.
Okay. And she said, and how did you know it was a wig? Did you ever meet a gypsy before?
No, I haven't.
Okay. How did you realize it was a wig? I know it's a stupid
Well,
question, but
She was at our house.
when she was in Nick's room, and, first time I seen her, she had, the long hair, because they went to the gas station or wherever. Well, then I had to talk to Nick for something, so I went in his room, and all of a sudden, there's this person with short hair like that, and I was like, and he's going to me, Dad, Nick's got some dude in there also. There's a good boy in there. I'm like, Quinn, no, there's not. Yeah, there is. I'll show you.
Yeah.
Quinn, let's go downstairs and I'll explain it to you.
yeah.
I was like, no. Because I thought, she had a problem with growing her hair. And I even told my wife, I go, maybe she has, she had cancer or something or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I don't
Sure.
know. So I was trying to explain to him,
Right.
she wears a wig. That it's a girl up there. She just
Sure.
wears.
A wig, right. Okay.
I didn't know.
No, we both didn't until then.
Yeah.
It was kind of freaky. It was like, what the?
Yeah,
You do a
also-
double take. Yeah.
Boom, yeah. And she never said why she was wearing it, or Nick never
I mean,
said
I never
why.
asked.
Okay.
I'm not that way. I don't ask about people's, illnesses or problems
Right.
or whatever.
Sure.
And that's just like when people are asking me, was she in a wheelchair or crutches or what? I was like, she's a perfectly fine girl from what I've seen.
Who's asking you those questions?
Other officers.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You know,
Well, there's a reason for that. She's supposedly wheelchair bound.
that's what I heard. And I was like, well, she ain't wheelchair bound. What I see.
Well, that's
And I was
what,
like, from what
that's
you
what
guys
I
seen when you picked her up.
And that's what I was getting ready to say, because you hit it right on the nail on the head. I mean, you're obviously going, didn't look wheelchair bound to me. That's pretty cut and clear. That she's able to walk on her own.
And then
And you've got those stairs in your house that go up,
Right.
and she's been up and down them.
Constant.
No issues.
No issue.
Nobody's had to help her.
No.
Okay.
And when I actually seen the picture of her mom and her, and then they showed the outside of the house, there's a wheelchair ramp, and I was like, I even go to my aunt, how bigger her mom is, that'd be for her, and all of a sudden my aunt's like, no, it's supposed to be for Gypsy, I guess. And I'm like,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with her.
Yeah. That's kind of what. Yeah.
So I don't know what she was putting in my stepson's head,
Yeah.
Well,
Well, did they have any arguments or anything when they were there? Okay. Anything else wrong for them?
all I know is they were freaking going at it like rabbits.
Yeah.
I had to yell at him. Well, I didn't yell at him. I just asked him politely. I'm like, can you please wait until I go to work or
Right.
whatever?
Sure.
If I'm up here, because I was
Right.
sleeping in his bed.
Up
Trying to
there
get
in
some
the
sleep.
room,
Yeah.
upstairs. Okay. It's gonna sound like a weird question, but there's a reason why I'm asking. Is she loud? Is she not loud?
Squeaky.
Okay. Whenever they're.
Yeah, she's got a very squeaky voice.
Okay.
And yeah, she's kind of loud, and it's like, that's why I had to say something.
Yes.
You know?
Okay. Anything else, Charlie, that you can think of that would be helpful that
No,
you can
that's
think
fine.
of? Okay. Before he left, was there anything that stood out to you that would have been different about him, or was he acting different or anything?
The only thing that was different is he didn't let either one of us know that he was taking a taxi. Okay. This taxi just popped out of the clear blue. And then he left a note on his bed.
And what did it say?
Just said that he was going to Missouri to pick up Gypsy.
Okay. That's fair enough. His computer stuff. Did you ever see her on a laptop or a computer up there whenever she was with you guys after they got back?
No.
Okay.
'Cause I pretty much stayed, I don't go in his room.
Okay.
I try to avoid his room.
Yeah.
As you can see why.
Yeah.
It always upset me, and it's just,
Sure.
I don't like getting upset, and I hate repeating myself, and there's nothing I can do about it because it's her kid.
Sure. I understand that. In one of those situations,
It's
married to
hard.
somebody that has a, have a stepson. You have your boundaries,
You know,
You know,
It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard sometimes because you see stuff that Mama doesn't see.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes you step in too far, sometimes you don't step in enough,
Mhm.
and then you're like, well, what do I do? So
That's like part of this. It feels like my fault, you know. If I would have went with them, or if I would have known anything, you know,
yeah,
to stop it. But
well, that's probably the reason why he didn't want you to go. Obviously, I'm from a different state, different county than what state you guys live in. Let me ask you something. When the officers made contact with you guys, I'm not sure how all that went down. Did that, and I can't speak for them, but what I want to get at here is this. Did you guys deny consent to search?
no, we didn't.
Okay, all right. I'm not, and don't quote me on this, I'm not saying that somebody told me this, because like I said, it's been a long week and I've had a lot of stuff.
No, we told him straight out. You know, we could actually gone in and got him. He would have
Okay.
came right down. You know, instead of all the force that they used.
Okay.
But no, we told them they can do whatever they want. You know.
So if they came up to the door, knocked on the door and said, hey, is he here, you would let them come in and get
Right.
him? Okay.
That would have been a hell lot easier than what they went
Yeah,
through.
yeah,
Trust me.
yeah. And with the search of the house, did you guys ever deny, did you tell the officers, no, we're not going to let you search? Okay. Sometimes we do search warrants just because that's what we have to do, and it's just
Right.
part of, especially if it involves anything major, which obviously this is a major case.
I mean, no, we both gave our consent about our phones, about
Okay,
our cars, everything.
Okay. I just want to clarify that because I can't remember if I've heard that or where that came from, so that's part of the loose ends I'm trying to tie up on everything, so, okay. And not that, and that's your right, I mean, if you did, even if you said no, get a search warrant, I mean, that's your right, but I was just kind of wondering why, if that was the case, why was you guys doing that? But obviously you're telling me you didn't do that, so.
We have nothing to hide.
Yeah, and that's obvious by even the search, there was nothing to hide.
The only thing that I had hid was my blades. Now I know why I had my blades.
Yeah,
Because I can collect all different kind of knives and stuff.
yeah. Yeah, we've seen a couple of them in the garage and stuff. So.
I got a Rambo, or actually it's Cobra.
Mhm.
Remember the movie Cobra?
Yeah.
The one with the spikes. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen that one in the garage there. Yeah, that's pretty cool looking.
And then I got my disc one.
Yeah. Did you remember getting in the mail? Your mail obviously runs there on your street because your mail lady showed up when we were there.
Right.
So you get your mail there. Do you remember seeing an envelope or anything that came in the mail addressed to Nick or Gypsy or anything like that?
There was one that just came in Saturday. Because I took.
It would be safe to say
Correct.
this past Saturday. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And you got that in the mail then, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I have no idea what was in it.
And that was my next question.
I don't go through mail.
Okay.
Maybe I should have.
Did you get the package and then put it on the table, or did she get the package, or how did?
I went out to the mail, grabbed it, and I seen it was for Nick and them. Well, I just put it on the table. Well, then they came downstairs to do something. Oh, put potatoes away or whatever. And I was like, Nick, there's a thing on the table for you. And Gypsy's like, oh, I'll take it. So,
Okay. And she grabbed it, and
alright.
did she go back upstairs with it? Okay. All right. That plays a significant part in a lot of things that went on. Can't tell you what was in it because
That's fine. I don't want to know what's in it.
and you definitely don't know what was in that package. Did you see a return address or anything on there?
No, I didn't even look. I was like, see his name, and that was it.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't really scope all packages or anything, you know. It's like, it's yours, it's...
Yeah, you take it. I don't want to mess with it. Sure, that's understandable. All right. Anything else you can think of that would help us in this? Okay.
I wish I had more information for you
Sure.
guys. I really do,
Okay.
you know.
Well, you have my card, so if there's anything that you can think of, feel free to call me. That direct line will get to my desk in Springfield, and I'll call you back. Leave me with your number just in case I don't have it, in case the mountains of paperwork. Then I'll call you back when I can. But if you think of anything, or sometimes a lot of stuff jogs your memory, and a day later, or 3 o'clock in the morning, you're going, "Oh, hey, I do remember this." Call me the next day or whatever. So
But luckily enough, you brought up that info, because
yeah.
no,
Yeah, there was some significance to that. So,
like I said, I don't know.
I don't know Nick. You know him better than me. What kind of person, if somebody never met him, what kind of person is Dick?
He's pretty quiet to himself, you know. I mean, we always tell him he's got to get out and mingle, you know,
Sure.
find people. But he's like, oh, I'm afraid of getting backstabbed because everybody backstabs you and all that stuff.
Yeah.
How do you figure? I mean, that's why I go to work, because
Yeah.
I meet people and stuff, you know.
Sure.
And that's the only way.
Well, seriously, I can't think of anything else I've got that I need to ask you or talk to you about.
Like I said, I wish I had more information for you at that time.
No, that's all right. I
And
mean,
I'm in the clouds and kind of rather be in the clouds in a way. And
sure.
I just feel bad for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure
She's jumping down my throat for every little thing. I accidentally screwed up and talked to Channel 12 yesterday, but I didn't really give them any information, so I didn't think I'd be on the news, and I ended up on the news.
Oh yeah. Anytime you talk to the media, they'll whatever you say, one of two things will happen. They'll misconstrue it, or
That usually happens.
they'll run with it.
Yeah, but usually,
And you don't know anything about the case, right?
No.
Okay.
I just know, well, I know a little bit more.
And that's just based off of what? How did you know?
My family, because they watch the
Thank-
news and
Yeah. So basically, they got it from the news, which then turned around and told you about it. Okay.
I
that we,
forgot.
she connived Nick into doing it, and I guess he cut her throat and stabbed her, and that's about all I'm gonna do for you.
Well, I think that's all I have. I don't know how much longer I'll be over there, but I may step in and peek in real quick when I'm no longer done with you and see what she.
I didn't have any injuries.
None that you seen.
Right.
What about his hands, arms, anything like that? Maybe band-aids or anything on his fingers?
Not that I know of. But I mean, I really, like I said, I don't pay attention to anything too
Sure.
much, you know.
Okay. All right. No big deal. Man, thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate that from us.
Thank you.
Thanks for all the cooperation.
If I hear any more,
Yeah, give me a call. Do you have my card still?
yeah.
Yeah, just give me a call. Or if she thinks of something or recalls something.
Would you come over and do it over the night? They want to walk in the home.